Here are your top 10 evening news updates. Let's begin in Mumbai, where NCP SP leader Sakshna Salgar defended protests held at Nariman Point over rising crimes against women and the NEET paper leak controversy. She questioned why peaceful demonstrations are being targeted, saying citizens have a constitutional right to protest against what she called failures of both the state and central governments. The agitation reflects growing frustration among students and women across the country. Meanwhile, another major controversy erupted in Mumbai as BJP leader Kirit Somaiya visited a housing society amid tensions linked to Bakrid preparations. Somaiya claimed Hindu residents were living in fear after alleged threats and said municipal authorities had already seized around 22 goats kept illegally inside the complex. He warned that no animal sacrifice would be permitted inside the society premises, escalating an already sensitive religious dispute. In Kerala, fresh questions emerged over missing valuables from the famous Sri Padmanabhaswamy temple. State Home Minister Ramesh Chennithala confirmed that donated gold reportedly disappeared months ago and that the matter has now been handed over to a committee headed by a district judge after a police inquiry report was submitted to the DGP. Meanwhile, in Delhi, Karnataka politics intensified as leaders from the Mathadishwar Mahasabha met Congress leadership, demanding stronger representation for backward communities in ministerial and MLC positions. The delegation also openly expressed support for D.K. Shivakumar as Karnataka's next chief minister, while stating they hold no opposition toward current CM Siddaramaiah. Political temperatures also rose in Puducherry, where PMK leader Anbumani Ramadoss strongly criticized 4 AIAD-MK MLAs for resigning and joining Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay's TVK party. Ramadoss described the move as anti-democratic and compared it to political horse trading, accusing Vijay's party of abandoning promises of clean politics. Meanwhile, Uttar Pradesh has gone into massive security mode ahead of Bakrid. In Varanasi, DCP Gaurav Banswal announced deployment of more than 1,000 police personnel along with drone surveillance, CCTV monitoring and continuous flag marches. Restrictions on open prayers and animal sacrifice have also been enforced to prevent any communal disturbance. In Haryana, Minister Anil Vij inspected newly opened 24-hour electricity complaint centers in Panchkula. Citizens can now report power-related problems through the 1912 helpline, while the government claims faster response systems are being implemented to tackle electricity disruptions. Back in Delhi, Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw announced a major cabinet decision linked to India's food security program benefiting nearly 80 crore citizens. He said the scheme has become a global example of inclusive growth and remains one of the world's largest welfare programs. In Chandigarh, Punjab Minister Aman Arora accused the BJP of goonism during Punjab municipal elections and alleged misuse of political machinery by leaders linked to the Railway Ministry. The BJP has not accepted the allegations, but the political war over Punjab's local polls is clearly intensifying. And finally, in West Bengal, Minister Agnimitra Paul claimed the police are no longer acting as puppets and warned that strict action would now be taken against hooliganism, corruption, and political violence, regardless of party affiliation. Stay connected for more updates.